Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Professional English Lab. I'm Miles.
And I'm May. It's great to have you with us today.
So, May, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that nervous feeling right before a job interview? You know, when your palms get sweaty and you're worried about saying the right thing in English?
Oh, absolutely. Even native speakers feel nervous before interviews. But here's the good news. When you prepare the right answers and practice them, that nervousness turns into confidence.
That's exactly what we're going to help you with today. This is video number 3 in our series. We've already covered English for online meetings and business email writing. Today, we're tackling job interviews.
And we're going to give you practical answers to the most common interview questions. You'll learn key phrases, natural expressions, and strategies to answer confidently.
Whether you're interviewing for your first international job or making a career change, this lesson will help you prepare. Ready to dive in?
Let's get started.
Okay, May, let's start with the big one. Almost every interview begins with this question. Tell me about yourself. Why do interviewers ask this?
Great question. This isn't just small talk. The interviewer wants to understand your professional background and see if you can communicate clearly. Padium, here's the key. Don't tell your whole life story. Focus on your professional summary.
So what should you include?
Think of it as 3 parts: your current role, your relevant experience, and why you're interested in this position. For example, I'm currently a marketing coordinator with 5 years of experience in digital campaigns. I've successfully managed social media strategies for 3 major brands, and I'm excited about this opportunity because I want to focus more on content strategy.
That's clear and focused. What about when they say, walk me through your resume? Is that different?
It's similar, but here they want a bit more detail about your career progression. Use this structure. Start with your education or first relevant job, then highlight 2 to 3 key positions that show your growth. Always connect it to the job you're applying for.
So you're telling a story of how your experience has prepared you for this role.
Exactly. And here's a pro tip. End with enthusiasm. Say something like, which is why I'm really excited about this position.
All right, let's move to the next type of question. May, what happens when they ask, what are your strengths?
This is your chance to shine, but don't just list adjectives like hardworking or reliable. Those are too general. Instead, choose 2 to 3 specific strengths and back them up with examples.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. Instead of saying, I'm good at problem solving, try this. One of my key strengths is analytical thinking. In my last role, I identified a bottleneck in our customer service process that was causing delays. I analyzed the data, proposed a new workflow, and we reduced response time by 40%.
That's so much more powerful. You're showing, not just telling.
Exactly. Always use the STAR method for these answers.
Let me guess, STAR stands for situation, task, action, result.
You've got it. Describe the situation, explain the task you needed to complete, detail the actions you took, and share the results. This structure makes your answers clear and impressive.
What about the tricky one? What's your greatest weakness?
Oh, yes. People worry about this one. Okay, here's the strategy. Choose a real weakness, but one that you're actively working to improve. And never say something that's critical for the job.
Can you give us an example of a good answer?
Of course. You could say, I used to struggle with public speaking, which made presenting to large groups challenging. So I joined a Toastmasters club and volunteered to lead team meetings. Now I'm much more comfortable, and I actually enjoy presenting our quarterly results.
That's brilliant. You're honest, but you're also showing growth and initiative.
That's the key. Turn your weakness into a story about self-improvement.
Now let's talk about behavioral questions. These are the ones that start with, tell me about a time when. May, why do interviewers love these questions?
Because past behavior predicts future performance. They want real examples of how you've handled situations. Common ones include, tell me about a time when you had to face a conflict with a colleague, or describe a situation where you had to meet a tight deadline.
And we should use the STAR method again, right?
Absolutely. Let me give you a complete example. Imagine they ask, "Tell me about a time when you had to handle a difficult customer." Here's how you might answer. In my previous role as a customer service manager, we had a client who was very upset about a delayed shipment. That's the situation. My task was to resolve the issue and keep their business. I immediately called them to apologize, explained what happened, and offered a discount on their next order as compensation. I also personally ensured their shipment was expedited. As a result, they not only stayed with us, but increased their order volume by 20% the following quarter.
Wow, that answer has everything. The problem, your action, and a great outcome.
And notice I stayed positive. Even when discussing problems, keep your tone constructive. Never badmouth previous employers or colleagues.
That's such important advice. Stay professional even when describing challenges.
Let's talk about questions that show whether you've done your homework. Miles, what's the most common one?
That would be, why do you want to work here? And I'm guessing you can't just say, I need a job.
Definitely not. This question tests whether you've researched the company. You need to show that you understand their mission, values, or recent achievements. Here's an example. I've been following your company's sustainability initiatives, and I'm impressed by your commitment to reducing carbon emissions by 50% by 2030. As someone who's passionate about environmental responsibility, I'd love to contribute my project management skills to help achieve these goals.
So you're connecting your personal values and skills to what the company is doing.
Exactly. It shows genuine interest. Now, another big one is, why should we hire you?
That sounds intimidating.
It can be, but think of it as your elevator pitch. Summarize your top qualifications and explain what makes you unique. You could say, you should hire me because I bring both technical expertise in data analysis and strong communication skills. While many candidates might have one or the other, I can not only analyze complex data sets, but also present insights to non-technical stakeholders in a way they understand and can act on.
So you're highlighting what makes you different from other candidates.
Precisely. Show them the unique value you bring to the team.
May we always get to the end of an interview and they ask, do you have any questions for us? Should we always have questions ready?
Always. Saying no makes you seem uninterested. Asking thoughtful questions shows engagement and helps you evaluate if this job is right for you.
What are some good questions to ask?
Here are my favorites. You can ask, what does success look like in this role during the first 6 months? This shows you're already thinking about performing well.
That's smart. What else?
Try this. Can you describe the team I'd be working with? Or, what are the biggest challenges facing the team right now? These help you understand the work environment and show you're thinking strategically.
And what about asking about next steps?
Absolutely. Before you leave, always ask, what are the next steps in the interview process? This shows continued interest and helps you know what to expect.
Great advice. Never leave without understanding the timeline.
All right, everyone, we've covered a lot today. Let's quickly recap the key strategies for interview success.
First, always use specific examples. Don't just list qualities, show them through stories.
Second, use the STAR method for behavioral questions: situation, task, action, result. It keeps your answers clear and compelling.
Third, stay positive. Even when discussing challenges or weaknesses, frame them constructively.
And finally, prepare questions to ask the interviewer. It shows you're serious about the opportunity.
Now, we want to hear from you. Which interview question makes you the most nervous? Tell us in the comments below and we'll help you prepare an answer. We read every comment and we're here to support you.
And here's my final tip. Practice out loud. Don't just think about your answers, say them. Practice with a friend, record yourself, or even talk to yourself in the mirror. The more you practice, the more natural and confident you'll sound.
You've got this. Remember, even native speakers prepare for interviews.
Preparation equals confidence.
If you found this lesson helpful, please subscribe to Professional English Lab for more practical business English lessons. Up next is English for Business Presentations.
And if you haven't watched our previous videos yet, check out our lessons on English for online meetings and business email writing. They're perfect companions to today's lesson. Thanks so much for learning with us today.
Good luck with your interviews, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.